Hey peoples, our Swamp here, and welcome to episode 50 of Danganronpa. Last time we were suspicious of Hina for poisoning Sakura because of the footprints hitting tennis shoes like her shoes, but then we were coming to conclusions that she couldn't have done it because based on the testimony she gave us. And in this episode we're going to continue on.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, I guessed it right from the start. We didn't even know she was dead. We just saw her in the rec room. We didn't even get into the crime scene, and I already guessed it. Wow, this is a real big improvement from the last case, in which I was completely fumbling around till the very last second. Heck, I didn't even know Celeste was the killer back there.
She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh my gosh, Byakuya, please! The world is coming to an end!
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Well, based on what we explained, what we went over just now, it would have to be obviously Sakura.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to be Hiro.
I got it!
Sakura.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Oh, we're starting off with one of those bullet times. The moment of truth.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Okay.
You're a liar! What are you saying?
Okay.
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it!
Okay.
Stop talking! You're a liar!
Okay.
Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Okay. Wow, that was easy.
Do you have
Yellow
any kind of
powder.
proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Boom. Wow, that was easy. That was painfully easy. Hina didn't even try to do a nega time, which I am very happy of.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Makes sense?
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first
She
place?
wanted to end it all. She told Hiro that.
The only explanation is
that.
that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Sakura, where is she? I'm going the other way. Hey, we're doing suicide. Might as well do it the other way. Sakura!
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I've been saying it was suicide since the second we saw the room. I mean, you saw that smirk on her face when the crossed arms. Literally, like, that's not how a murderer would position their victim.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it.
She did that so that no one could stop her.
Also, she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Sakura wanted to create a locked room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Are we going to have to do a comic book from the beginning?
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her
Because
last
I think
breath.
we're going over it pretty well here.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
Our good friend Byakuya.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Strange. Thought it would be Byakuya.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the left room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Apparently so.
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
With a comic book, right? It's not a... There's nothing we don't know in the comic book. Okay, it would probably be Byakuya reading his letter with that smirk on his face. With that Seto Kaiba-esque smirk. Okay, next off we're going to probably have it where Toko, she was hiding in the locker. She just saw Sakura. Sakura was handing things over to Hiro. Hiro, he was freaking out. He's like, oh my god, she's gonna kill me! So then he did that. He had the bottle. The chest control flew out. Okay? And Hiro, he wrote Toko's name in the book. Toko, she saw what was going on and she put the magazine upside down. Oh, wait, no, that would probably go here. Wait, then where? Okay, oh, the candy scene, it doesn't go there, okay. Okay. It probably does... no, oh, no. It's not that one, it's this one, okay. Next off, okay. Toko, she was peeking out of the locker. She was like, she emerged from her hiding place. And then she went, put the magazine back. Okay, things are going well. Toko, she was there. She saw Sakura. And just, by the look of it, fainted. Genocide Jill, she came out. And then another bottle, where we had this piece of where this chess piece went. Then Genocide Jill, she's like, just looking all maniacal and like, cleaned up the one to make it look like one bottle. And then Chem 9, and then ended off. Okay, I think I'm getting this. I'm getting this. We're almost done. She had the Chem 9. We saw what's going on. We rushed into the room. Everything's good there. Hina then slips the thing out. And then she put that there. Okay,
exactly
I think I got it with relative ease.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Of course, this comic wasn't as hard as the other one. I mean, really. Those comics can be a pain.
She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Actually, no, the first comic I would say was the hardest one.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Okay!
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
Toko emerged.
She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Yeah, we're getting things.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Poor Sakura.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
And ran off like the Roadrunner.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Okay, things are working out. I actually got
That
it.
same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort?
Okay, well at least it's not. At least it's not.
It's you, Hina.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't Mondo's creepy energy. That was just disturbing.
That's the full truth of the case.
Someone give Hina a hug.
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because his head wasn't so ego-inflated that it could actually fit through a door.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
The power of friendship. Oh, the top part of my screen is glitching for some reason. Oh, A. What? The top part of my screen is glitching a little. I hope that doesn't really negatively impact the video. Okay, 98 coins.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Who are we voting for?
That's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
How are we gonna do this? Are we just gonna say that Sakura did it?
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Pretty sure I think we could put Sakura. I don't know. So like, how are we gonna cover this? Are we just gonna take her corpse and do something to it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right! The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself!
My entire...
Okay, we're done here!
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth. Well, I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there!
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted!
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean? You're going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
For seriousness?
What is
You
this?
don't understand. Let me explain. You realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died. Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That's...
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Take me back. I should see it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of this,
I can't forgive
my
this!
closest friend got hurt. So Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk.
But...
How about what? Listen, don't do it. If they're all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
So Sakura... She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend of us all. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You travel all over feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. Technically, you can't really blame Toko too much. I mean, one of her personalities is a psychopathic serial killer. But no, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's why her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it on my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you too? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chemist to get the protein jasper. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized I thought that someone had taken from the poison shell, Sakura. So I ran back to the room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, I was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Leela, open the door!
Why? Why?
Why'd she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. It's on her. She felt it. That weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her! I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she tried to carry. And I didn't even realize it. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I was able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right now when you're about to deliver that final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long! I'm about falling asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was really thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I knew what I was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But he already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
Man, Monokuma, you're savage. Tommy Gilligan is gangsta.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
Then, you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
No, don't say lie. It makes the dust dirty. I just thought I'd lighten things up a bit. I can't open took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's initials on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene, cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on!
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with this, please?
Yes, indeed!
Okay, geez, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you really have to need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of my dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake in succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic isn't, or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit no.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe. And above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this was because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. Please don't be sad. If I can thwart that mastermind's plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the clash out to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hino on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought you were close and still.
What are you gonna
But
do?
in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you always ended up doing it anyways. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that false suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight! This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
What?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyways, are you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other!
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Byakuya, he's having a shift! He's shifting!
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hino were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear that others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost its sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks that they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having a fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing fast. I want you back on track.
You want me to
It's the
punish
moment
you
you want to wait
guys?
for punishment time.
what?
Wait, Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she said, you're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong!
Oh, heavens no! Just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old suit I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the fair times one rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest.
A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
AI? Robo Chibi? They found Robo Chibi! What are they doing, Robo Chibi? Chibi died twice! Excavator Destroyer. No, no, not Robo Chibi! No! Not Robo Chibi! No! What the hell? What the hell? What's happening? Robo Chibi's dead! Oh my gosh! What is this? You. Oh my. I'm gonna end things off here. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I will see you later. Bye.